set your heart on Him and His promises? Are you in love with God? If you will begin to do that, you will be amazed at what God can do in your life.
I am Deborah Allen, and as I come on this year, I want you to understand that you are finally free to be the fierce me. Yes. And so as I am coming on, I want to say greetings unto you, and you are finally free to be the fierce me. And so as I come on stage today, one of the things I want to let you know and to speak into your life, that it is never too late. Astonishingly, it's never too late to start over. At any time in your life, you can choose to begin again. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. It's never too late to be the best version of you. It's never too late to shift, to grow, to move, to do the things that you do to win in this season of your life. And as I come on the platform today, that is the biggest thing I want to tell you. As I can hear the legendary Les Brown say, there is greatness in you. There is greatness in you, and you were born to be free. And so this is the season that you can embrace so many things, embrace your uniqueness, embrace the joy that you have, embrace your life, and understand that anytime you can begin again. And as we come on today, let's finally be free to be the fierce me. You can start over. I want to tell you something about myself. I am Deborah. Yes, I am an author, coach, speaker, and publisher. I did childcare for a decade, very successful for a decade in childcare, made a lot of money. But let me tell you something. Some seasons are in our lives. They are temporary seasons. They are seasons that we go through, that you walk through it. It leads you to your next. Don't pitch a tent there, but understand that some seasons are stepping stones to your greatness. I was a director and owner of a facility, very successful. We did great things in our community. It really blessed my family, our ministry, and so many other places. But the season had passed. I want you to tell you something, that I'm finally free today, because I didn't understand then that I was free to be me. I didn't understand that greatness was how I saw it and what I wanted it. I allowed everybody else's opinion. I allowed chatter, noise, confusion, and different things in my life to get me off track and get me off focus. And so after a decade, I closed my center. Yes, I just want to put that out there. I want to talk to somebody that understand they got to start over. Some people, you are successful, and people look at your success and then they don't understand how you can walk away from it, because if you don't build right, you will be burnt out. You will be tired. And though I was successful, I did not grow me in the process. That's good. I was in a season where I was very successful, but my mind had not elevated to the greatness that was upon my life. I did not grow. I did not get in bigger crowds. I did not build with people that had great vision. And so when I got to a certain level in my own life, I was stuck. And so I want to talk about that. I was stuck. I was frustrated. I got burnt out from it. I went around in a circle with it, and that's okay. I want to encourage you. It does not matter where you start, but it matters where you end. You can have success in one season of your life, and then in the next season, you feel like, oh my God, what is really going on? How can I go from making millions of dollars and being successful, having money and land and all these other things, and then I walk away from it because I felt defeated. I wasn't inspired. Childcare was something I did, but it wasn't really my destiny. I was good at it. I made a lot of money in it. And I want to tell somebody, because some of us feel because we're good at something, if we get the grace to do it, if you make money, this is who I am. No, it was for a season in my life, but it wasn't for the rest of my life. And I mourned that thing. And so as I talk about childcare, I do want to tell you that in this season of your life, be finally free to be the fierce me. I had to write this today because I was talking to the younger Deborah. I was talking to the Deborah Allen that did not understand that it was okay, that I felt like that season of my life have changed, that I lost the joy in it. I lost the passion in it. I was just going through the motion. It was blessing us. It was meeting the needs. It was providing money and doing great opportunity. I'm not saying that, but it did not inspire me. Come on. The thing that you do, it should be life to you. It should inspire you. Whatever you're doing in this season in your life, it ought to be living your dreams. I was successful, but I wasn't living my dream. It felt like a job. It felt like a weight and a responsibility. And the hardest thing I ever did, I walked away from it. I had to say, this is not my voice. This is not who I am. Though people didn't understand it, oh my God, it caused such turmoil in my life. But I did walk away from it because I had to have the guts to say enough is enough. And so that's my story I want to tell you about, that you can begin again. And when I walked away, I didn't know what to do with myself. Your future will resemble and be the product of what you believe. If you believe that you are stuck, you will be stuck. If you feel like you're defeated, you will be defeated. If you feel like I'm burnt out, I'm out of this, I'm tired of this, I don't want no more of this, that's what your life will be. I need you to finally be free. I need you to be real with yourself and figure out who you are and what you really want in your life. And don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to everybody else, because this is your life, is your moment, and is your dream. It took me a couple of years to get back up again. And let me tell you guys, the hardest thing I ever did was get up again. Let me say that to somebody. I know you're here. You're at the Living Your Faith Out Loud conference. You're listening to Apostle Deborah Allen. She says she's an author. I am a 17-time best-selling author, 7-time international best-selling author since 2019. But I could not be her if I did not have the faith in me to walk away from what I thought was that season had passed in my life. And so I really had to have guts. I really had to really listen to myself and really understand that this is my life and I get to be who I was born to be. I finally had to wake up and say, Deborah, you are finally free to be the fierce me. I'm just talking to myself on today, because some of us are living lives that are not our dreams and they are not our destiny. But people say, you're successful, you're doing this, you're doing that, you need to stay. No, you got to be free. You know when it doesn't fit you anymore. You know when you have outgrown it, despite what people say. You know when the season is up for it. And I am telling you to be finally free. I used some tools to get back up. I had to dig deep inside of me. I had to reinvent myself. I'm going to say that at 45 years old, when I went back to corporate America, I sat there for about 7 years. And at the age of 45, I reinvented me. Well, Deborah Allen, how did you reinvent you? I created the fierce system. I'm going to talk to you about the fierce system. The fierce system, my first book is Fierce. Man, when I finally got into my purpose, when I finally start figuring out what I wanted, what my dream was. Come on, somebody. We are living everybody else's dreams, but we are not living our own dreams. Believe in you in this season. Believe in the dream that's inside of you. Believe in the dream that it felt like it had fallen or it had died or it had just withered away, because I'm living my life for everybody but me. I'm doing the things that please other people, but it's not what I want to do. I want to speak to that person that needs to be finally free to be the fierce me. My message today is that you can get up again. I felt depleted. I had to get back up. I remember when I said, okay, childcare is not what I do anymore. And my biggest thing is, what am I going to do for money? Let me tell you something. Everything you need is already in your hand. Let me say that again. Everything you need is in your hand. Yes, Apostle Deborah gonna say it, because what you need is already on the inside of you. Sometimes we're looking at other people, sometimes we're searching in other places, but it is already inside of you. The greatness that you are already born with it. It was already put in you. It's down in you. And if you live and let's talk about the fierce system. I reinvented myself using the fierce system. I wrote my first book, Fierce. Come on, somebody. That book changed my life. I wanted to be an author when I was younger. I went through life. I went to school, got a couple of degrees, started doing childcare, and the dream of being an author, it just went on. And so after I closed the center and God asked me what was in your hand, he gave me a book. That book turned into Fierce TV, which is now on Dominion TV station, which is a global and international platform. It turned into the Fierce radio show, which is now the Fierce Ignition and Activation Show and podcast, going 3 years strong. It allowed me to become bestseller, an international bestseller. It allowed me to become a National Speakers Association speaker, a professional speaker, Black Speaker Network speaker, and a Les Brown certified speaker. It allowed me to be an elite coach, certified coach. I am an author and a publisher, the visionary of Igniting the Flame Publishing, because it is not over, not until we win. I just want to say that to somebody. When is it over? It's not over, not until I win. And I birthed the Fierce System. I am the birther of the Fierce System. It is one of my books that I have, The Fierce System, Reinvent Yourself by Deborah Allen. I have 9 books. It is like number 5, I believe. And so as I'm looking at the Fierce System, I want to give you some tips about the Fierce System. It's easy. F, find yourself. You're finally free to be the fierce me, but only F, if you can find yourself. That means that I have to know who I am. And I have to figure out the dream and the destiny and the purpose that's upon my life. And I can't listen to what everybody else say, but I need to know who I am in this season of my life. And then I'm going to say, I indeed be independent. Come on, y'all. To finally be free, to be the fierce me, you got to have I indeed be independent. What do that mean? Take responsibility for your life. We are not victims, but we are victorious. And I had to indeed be independent and understand that whatever happened in my life, it was because of what I allowed. And so that means that I had to be independent. I had to stand up in Deborah and be Deborah. Come on, somebody. I had to roar. I had to be fierce. I had to be great. And I had to understand that it was inside of me. And then we're going to go to E. Evaluate your life and story. And so as we are talking about this, I know a lot of times when we are going through things in our life, we're talking about our past. We're looking at the things that we've been through. I believe that everything that you've been through, that's what Bishop T.D. Jakes said, that nothing will be lost. Come on. Everything you have experienced, everything you have been through, nothing will be lost. Everything will work for you. That's so good. That's so good. Nothing will be lost. And so when I evaluate my life and my story, that means to learn from your mistakes. That means to look at your life and pick up the lessons in them and don't go back to it. Learn from it, grow from it, be better from it, not bitter, and move forward. Come on, y'all. Yes, finally free to be the fierce me. And then I'm going to say R. R is realize you make the difference. Yes, I got to say it. Put that in the chat. Put R. Realize you make the difference. You change the game. You make the difference. Everything that you need is inside of you. You are believing that somebody else is going to be the key to your life. But I want you to understand that you are the key to your own life. You are the one person you've been waiting on to change everything in your life. And it starts in you. Realize you make the difference. You were born to be the difference. You were born to be great. You were born to be the deliverer. You were born to be an answer to a problem. Yes, I'm so excited. Can't you hear that in my voice? See, create opportunity through purpose. So I learned something coaching with the legendary Les Brown about our stories and our voices. You have to create opportunities through purpose. Opportunities will come, but some opportunities you can make when you're in purpose. There's some doors that will open, but this is the season of your life that you have to create a door. Come on, you have to walk on stages. But let me tell you something that I learned as a speaker. Sometimes you got to create the stage. Sometimes you got to be the answer that you are looking for. Entrepreneurs, and I am an entrepreneur, they are an answer to a problem. I am Deborah Allen, a visionary coaching and consulting group, LLC, as well as the CEO and visionary of Igniting the Flame Publishing, as well as Deborah Allen of Lighthouse Apostolic Ministries of God Church. Let's go. Realize that you have to create opportunity. Realize that when the opportunities come, to walk through the door. Don't let fear and don't let doubt, don't let the naysayers and don't let the noise or chatter or disappointment or anything stop you from walking through the door when the time is ready. Evolve into the greatest version of you. That's what I had to learn. Had I learned this when I was doing childcare, I would have been unstoppable. Evolve into the greatest version of you. Do not stop growing. Do not stop don't stop living. Don't stop leveling up. Don't stop bossing your lane. But you got to understand that you need to evolve into the greatest version of you, that you get better and better. Come on, we get better with age. I am 50 this year. It is the season of the Jubilee. And I am better. Come on, y'all. I am greater. Come on. I got wisdom. I've learned from my past. I've learned from the things that I've been through. And I come to win. Come on. Let the world know. Come on, say it. Put it in the chat. We come to win. All these steps will help you understand that you are finally free to be the fierce me. Finally free. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can hinder you. Everything that you are seeking is already seeking you. What you need has already been made manifested in your life. All you have to do is believe and walk it out. I am Deborah Allen. I want you to understand that this is the moment, that this is the season of suddenly, that you are finally free to be the fierce me. I am rocking the new me. I am loving her. I am speaking life to her. I am building her. I am growing her. I am platforming her, and so many other things. This is the season of the becoming, and you have to go through some stuff to become finally free to be the fierce me. You can reach me. My main website will be deborallenfierce.com. But I am Deborah. It is time to live the life that you were born to live. It is time that you be free, finally free to be the fierce me. And I am loving the fact that I am free. You can be free. Follow the fierce system, reinvent yourself, and let's go. Let's win, and let's be great, because there is greatness in you. See you guys soon. Bye.